Well, we're here in Windy Estes Park. Kit and Kelsey from MrTruck.com, and we have a 2017 Toyota Tacoma, the new one, the wider, the taller one, and it has the TRD Pro package, which is wonderful for off-road. We'll be trying that out later. Up here now in the cold, windy Estes Park. Kelsey, how much power do we have?
We have 278 horsepower and a 265 foot-pound of torque.
Well, that should be good. We're pulling a little trailer with a couple ATVs, one in the bed. So let's go check it out.
Alrighty, so for the front seat, cargo light, you got 400 watt power in the back and 100 watt in the front. So there's a receptacle up here. Oh, it's the back window, the rear window. Toyota security. Oh, it's not a button. Maybe that's the mic. I have a button down here, but I don't know what it is. I can't really see it from way up here either, so it's just a button right now. I have tilt and telescope, and when I say I have tilt and telescope, that's all the tilt and telescope I have. So there's not much here, guys. Sorry. It's kind of a fib for the tilt and telescope. Gonna have to have a little bit more with something else. It does have a big dash. The red stitching on the seats, very, very, very pretty, very appealing. It's got a textured seat and then the soft leather on the outside. It's got all these buttons on the front. The start-stop button is kind of in a weird place. You really can't see it from where you're at or where I'm at because it's down behind and under the steering wheel. The four-wheel drive is in an okay place. It's got that nice round knob, big knob with the kind of grippies on it. And then everything's in line. That's really, really, really good. Alrighty, so if you have short people like me driving, you got a little bit of leg room. But if you've got tent driving, you're gonna have to kind of squeeze in here. Perfect for kids, not for adults. Especially tall adults in the front and tall adults in the back. It's not gonna work. It does have car seat hooks. That's become more and more important to me. Imagine that. I wonder if these seats, do you know if these seats fold down flat? Oh, no, there's storage back here though. A little storage container. A little more room. A little more room. Oh, how does this seat come up though? Oh, look, that's how that one comes up. There's more storage back here. Oh, and look, is that the first aid? No, that's emergency assistant kit. Am I allowed to open this up and see what's in here? It's just tape, right? Oh, tape's all the way off now. We're gonna have a set of jumper cables, or what do we got in here? Fumbling to get the bag open, sorry guys. Oh look, a towel, that's always needed. Microfiber towel, you got an air pressure, your tire gauge, pair of gloves. What is this? Oh, rain poncho, emergency rain poncho. Guess that could be important if you're stuck somewhere. What has it got? Bungee cord, hose tape, shop towel, poncho, cotton work gloves, emergency blanket, that's important, hand squeeze flashlight, multi-tool, tire pressure gauge, tether strap, and it does have those wonderful jumper cables, so you might be saved. You're not going to be able to eat any of this stuff, but you'll at least get some power, some warm hands, and can clean up and stay dry from the rain. Not too bad of a little emergency kit. So now I'm hoping that since the emergency kit's on that side, the first aid kit's going to be on this side. I mean, that's just a little bit of logic, but we never know. Nope. See? Guessed wrong. Just got your bottle jack.
Maybe it's behind the seat.
I can.
Nice little storage places.
There is a lot of nice little storage places. The seat belts, though, they fall. So you got to hold your seat belts up.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's storage behind here and they tucked it in there. Oh, maybe. We got a box. What's in the box? single kit. Maybe.
Maybe that's yours.
Maybe it's our kit. Nope. What is this?
What is that? Oh, it's your
Headrest.
That's a game player. One of those
No, it's,
MP3s, isn't it?
no, it's the headrest remove.
Oh.
It's a block for a headrest right there.
Okay, I thought maybe that was something.
A game. And I don't know what this. Oh, look, there's the TV.
Oh, so you can put your.
So you can put the TV in. Yep.
Yeah, what was the thing they called it? The pod thing? Yeah.
The tablet holder.
Yeah.
Yep. So you can affix a tablet holder to the back of the seat. So that goes in the seat top, and then that attaches so that your kids or the adults in the back can play on the tablet, watch TV. It's important more and more every day. How'd you guys survive growing up?
Well,
our road trips were in the back of a van, and we took the seats out of them, and somehow they rigged up a little TV and a VCR.
oh wow.
What is this one? Deck rail. Oh, so there is an actual
Oh, so
mounting kit.
Yeah, you got a camera mat. I guess that goes in. That all goes inside.
It does go inside right there.
Yeah, it goes
Yep.
inside the rail. So I guess that's where you would put it if you want to watch what's going on with your cargo.
Well, they got cargo management here too, so that's nice.
Yeah, it does. It actually
Has a couple of cargo management setups.
does.
I don't know about your first aid kit, Kent, but I found the emergency kit and the tablet holder, the deck rail mount. That's abnormal. There's only one back pocket. The driver's side seat doesn't have a pocket. Find more and more interesting things every time we look in here. Cup holder wise, they have 2 cup holders on each side. There's 2 cup holders in the middle, 2 cup holders in each door in the front. And then I think there's just one in the center console. So there should be plenty of drinks in here. Plenty of drinks in here.
They're going to have a lot of potty breaks.
Yep.
Well, let's go do the front. Well, we're heading to Estes Park. A lot of switchbacks here. Have you tried the ECT button?
Turn it on.
Because we can have a light didn't come on. It's supposed to be
does.
light. It tells you there.
It tells me on my dash.
It's
ECT power.
yeah, electronic control transmission. And that's like I thought it did. It actually just lets you shift at a higher RPM. So it sucks some fuel, but it also gives you a little more power, like we're climbing this mountain. We need a little more power. That's good. Gives a
We're
little
at 5,500.
Yeah.
Shifts at 6.
Okay. This thing gets a little loud
shifts at 6. It
Yeah.
does. You can definitely hear it in the cab.
Now this cab, I mean, it's a mid-size, and I keep thinking that it's a big size, but it's not. It's what it is. And you know, my hat fits in here, so I'm happy, but I can't take it off going to the door, which I think I do on all of them. I think I can't
On all
in
the
Colorado
mini
the same
trucks,
way. Yeah. So that's kind of how the doors are. But the Toyota, I mean, this is a great off-road truck. Has so many good things to say about it, but the seat's too low.
The seats are too low, and for it being the top-notch package that we have,
Yeah.
the seats aren't power, which
Yeah.
is really abnormal.
And that might be to do with that TRD package. They must think, you know, you're really going to be attacking the world with this thing. And it, you know, it's got all the features you need for the off-road side of it, but it's probably, you know, there must be another model that has more electronics on the seat. But this seat, you know, it's got telescoping wheel, which I like.
Not very much.
But not very much.
Not very much.
So I pull it out that 2 inches or whatever it is. I still can't really reach steering wheel. I mean, if I get my feet where I want them, I need longer arms. And so what I do is I tip the seat forward, which is not most
So I'm sitting
comfortable.
like this, and it's not
Yeah,
comfortable.
yeah, that's not the greatest thing in the world. Oh, that's my favorite cherry cider stuff. Beautiful up here. It's like 50 degrees today. You might even tell somewhere in this all these things.
Nice in January. Oh, it just has northwest up there.
Now this puppy, I'm going to take it off-road next week on some sand hills, eastern Colorado.
54 outside. It's on my dash.
Yeah. Well, this is one of your favorite trucks. Remember the red one you really liked? You went up to Boulder, got lost in the mountains, climbed some
Played a
snow and
little
rocks. Yeah, that was a blast.
Toyotas are fun to play in.
Yeah. And this is a 17 TRD Pro Tacoma, and it has, you know, a few more things on it. They offset the wheels to the outside, so it's got an inch wider track. And then I call this the Junior Raptor. And it probably makes somebody mad, but
It's got a lot of the same features.
yeah,
It really does.
It really does. They went from Bilsteins to the Fox shocks, like the Raptor has Fox shocks, and has 5 levels of dampening through those different, the ports in the shock. And it's got a reservoir and a floating piston like the Raptor does. And then it's got the tow modes, and not tow haul modes. It's got the off-road modes.
And the crawl.
So you can set it. I don't know if it's sand. We'll look through all the ones that it has. So you decide if you're rock climbing or if you're in the snow or in the sand or wherever you're at. And then the crawl mode tells you how fast you go, which is automatic. And then it'll turn on your rear differential. It'll do a whole bunch of things like that, which is what the Raptor does. You set it in whatever mode it is, and it adjusts it for you. And Toyota's always had a lot of automatic systems on this four-wheel drive unit. But this is awesome. Once you set the mode, you don't do anything else. And we're going to try it out in the sand, but that's awesome. But, this has, I think it's got an inch longer wheel travel. And it's 2-inch higher lift. It's a little more clearance. And they got that giant skid plate in the front, which is like a 1/2-inch aluminum. I think that's bigger than what it was. But, it's really an off-road truck. It's one of the best ones out there. I'd like to put this against the Raptor sometime. I mean, the Raptor is a desert racer, so I'm sure it's fast. But this one should do a lot of the rock climbing things that the Raptor does. But, and it's like I say about a lot of trucks. You can make payments on something you enjoy on the weekend, so drive it to work.
Yep, this is still a legitimate driver every day.
Yeah, it is. It's direct injection, and this thing is almost 12 to 1, so it's a high compression engine, so it's 11.8 to 1. But they get all the goodie out of this engine. Stabilizer's bigger on this. This one retails at $45,087.
This one's in a concrete color, which I thought was a little abnormal, but
it's cement. Same thing, cement. Yeah, that's weird. A lot of people like this color. I'm not getting used to it yet. I mean, I'm used to the old colors.
Yeah.
But this has actually been a very popular color.
Yeah,
you like it or you don't like it?
I'm on the fence about it. It's not the worst color I've ever seen, and it's definitely not the worst. If I had to own it, I probably would.
Yeah.
That's the only option they had. Yes. Wouldn't be bad.
Well, it's a kind of a lighter color, so I don't think it'll show dirt as much.
Not as much. And
yeah.
it reminds me of the matte chloride color off the roads almost.
Yeah.
You guys are going to see it at the entry. Well, you guys have already seen it then.
Yep, it's an awesome color. But this one here on the highway is rated 23 miles a gallon.
We're only getting 12, but we're hauling it.
Yeah, we're on a little bit
and
of a
we're in
trailer.
the mountains, and I'm playing.
We're going uphill. It's 20 combined, 18 in the city. But this is the 5-foot bed. So we've got our mid-size four-wheeler Kawasaki brute force back there. Because it's narrower, and this is a little narrower bed. I couldn't get the Hondas in the bed. But we got that in there, and then I had two on the Hondas on the trailer, but it looked like it was squatting too much. And they would have put us right at maximum payload. Maximum payload on this is 1,175. And so you figure, the trailer towing capacity on this is 6,400, which is decent for the size of a truck. And we've got about 2,200 in the trailer. And then, you figure the 500 in the ATV and us and cameras, we're getting up there.
We're getting there.
Yeah, 900 pounds of payload. So we're almost to the max payload anyway. Put a four-wheeler on there in the back, it would have brought us right at max payload. And this one, under 3,000 pounds, you don't have to have trailer brakes. This doesn't have a brake controller, so we're fine there. But the weight distributed hitch kicks on it at, say, 5,000 pounds, a long way from that. But for this one, if I were to set this trailer up to use it all the time for this truck, I would put a weight distributed hitch on to level it out.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't say that their rear springs are robust. They're a typical Toyota or Japanese models. They made in America. They're not the stoutest rear springs on. But so these kind of squat. That's what they do. So I would, on a normal basis, I would put weight distributed hitch on.
Well, it's one of those. All of the little mini trucks that we drive do. They squat a little bit.
Yeah, they do.
It happens. We're used to it. It's just if you're going to drive it with a trailer every day, you got to do something about it.
Yeah. Well, you've actually got plenty of room upstairs. When we get there, we'll have you able to sit in the back seat. It's not great. I'm not sure I can fit in the back seat.
Well, this front seat, it's smaller. I don't know if it's smaller from last year's model. I mean, there's enough room, obviously, for me,
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, actually, armrests are just a hair bit low for me, but actually, I'm comfortable. I'm tickled that I can wear my hat in here. But yeah, they're nice. I really like the interior. It's got the red stitching. It's got the cool TRD emblem on the headrest. I really like the wheels. They're a black painted wheel. But they got the red TRD symbol in the middle. They look awesome. Then it's got the badging on the front. That badging's an extra option to put the big decal on the grill. But this one has a lot of cool stuff. I was reading through some of the things they have on there. Yeah, that's the front grill Toyota. I mean, it's amazing. They're going to charge you extra for advertising for them. Let's see. It's got the Fox Jocks TRD tuned Fox with the rear remote reservoirs. I got to take a picture of those. What's that?
That ECT power button.
Yeah.
So I'm still driving, but it's shifting at like 4,000 without it on.
Oh.
Whereas the ECT was shifting at like 6.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
There is more power there.
Yeah.
You are sucking gas, but power-wise, there is power there.
Right. I think part of that is the fact that it doesn't have a tow haul mode.
Yeah.
So that's probably a good place to run it with a trailer and keep that up there to cool off your transmission and give it your power for passing. I like that idea. We found another symbol on here. It's used to charge phones.
Yep. We had to look that one up.
Reverse PI, whatever that is.
Yep. The reverse PI is the turn on the wireless charging.
3.5 V6, and this is a 6-speed. It's part-time 4-wheel drive, so you got the high and the low, which is the heavy-duty thing. Automatic limited slip differential. That's how the modes can attach that, because it's an automatic electronic. So they can do all that, and I don't know, does this have a rear locker button? Did you see that?
It does, it's right here.
Okay, so lock in the rear. So this says limited slip and rear locker. You know, limited slip you can do going down the road. Locker you do when you're off-roading.
When you're playing.
Yeah, I seem to always like having that.
That ECT button on.
Yeah, multi-terrain select. We've talked about all of that.
Well, it's got a USB charger and it looks like an aux port.
Yeah, and then there's a 110 outlet, and it shows that's on your left side, and that shows the 2 different wattages that you can do. One's inside, one's outside. Imagine outside one's less. Yeah, the one in here is a higher voltage, and one out in the bed. It's nice having the bed and having electric out there. You can plug in your big screen TV for your tailgate party. And this one has like a composite type bed.
Okay.
And a floor mat or a mat in the bed, so that takes some of the noise away from the whole under transmissions back there.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got the dome light on and off, and then we've got a rear window, so it's all electric rear window.
Yeah, it's power back there. I think it's got rear defrost too. That seems to be the thing. Now these mirrors are fine for this trailer, but these aren't really towing mirrors. But I mean, we're not that wide of a trailer, even though it is an 8.5 wide trailer, but you can see really well past it.
And it's got the rubber mesh, so to say, on the knobs, which is nice.
They're big knobs too.
They are big knobs.
I like that. I got big farmer hands, and I can't handle the dainty stuff.
And they're all leveled in the same plane, so to say, the same horizontal line, so that you can grab them all. It's not finding one.
Yeah.
Probably not. Sorry, guys.
Well, these got the cool tires. These are the Wranglers, but they have the Kevlar in them.
Okay.
So I guess they're bulletproof. I don't know what part's bulletproof. That's what the troops use and the cops use, the Kevlar vests. But if you're out there jumping on rocks, it's nice to have Kevlar. Yep. I'm amazed my ATV, those little balloon tires they have. We had some hellacious rocks, and we haven't actually tore up a tire. So it's amazing. But no, these are good off-road. These don't have as big opening as some of the off-roadies are an all-terrain tire. But I'll find out when I'm out in the sand.
Next week you're playing with it?
Yeah, taking it out there in the middle of nowhere. I'd even chase a coyote if he runs slow.
This touch screen on the radio is huge.
Yeah, it is. That seems a lot huger than it used to be. I don't know if that's called an AN screen. It probably tells me on there somewhere.
It's got a huge screen. I'll have to show you guys that, because it is big.
Yeah, they have a real nice rail. It says it's got the mudguard universal tablet holder. Deck rail camera mount.
Yep, right here.
Rail. Oh, really?
Right here, the GoPro
Why would
button.
they call that a deck rail? That's the windshield.
Yeah, well, there's the camera mount.
What if that means they have another one somewhere?
I don't know, we can see. I know there's the
Heck,
GoPro camera. We're missing the party button though that Toyota has.
Yeah, I want that party
Where's
button.
that party button at?
That could be awesome.
You know, if we're out road or we're off roading and having fun partying, where's our party button?
What's this, like, turn my airbag off and on? I guess that's automatic by the weight.
I think it's by the weight.
If I was suicidal, I could shut that off.
No.
I guess not.
Nope, you don't get to. Not in this one.
Dual temperature control, which is pretty unique in a small vehicle.
Those aren't, It's coming more and more frequent, but good job, Toyota, there.
Yeah.
I think
21-gallon fuel tank. What's that?
Jeeps have them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jeep's probably about the same width as this.
Yeah. I feel like I have, like, space-wise, a lot of room between, like, my legs from the door to the center console. But I don't feel like I have a lot of room from seat to dash.
Yeah, and if you don't have your seat forward, the guy back there has no legs at all. Of course, if it's a child, you can squeeze them in there, but that's what the size is. Yeah, if I had a GoPro, I could use that, but I don't like GoPros. I like drifts and these Sonys. But
There's still some snow up here.
Yeah, we're in the high country.
No, we dropped 5 degrees.
Yeah.
It is pretty, though.
Yes, indeedy.
Textured over there?
Well, it's like, it is in the door. There's some,
It is
a
in the door.
little softer in the door, a little softer in the front of the dash. The top's
Kind
some
of a
rock.
rubbery door.
Yeah, we still got a lot of the old hard plastic.
I'm surprised we don't have like hill descent and everything in here already.
Well, it's got the hill.
It's got the crawl.
It's got the crawl. And I would have thought it would have had all that too, but
I don't see it. We could have it.
Yeah.
We could just not be seeing
and
it, but
it might be an automatic feature because when it crawls uphill, downhill, might end up using the same button. That's the nice thing about this is, we haven't learned everything about this, but people who own these, they'll get on the forum and tell us all about it.
that's nice.
What we missed.
Well, sometimes that's a good way to keep or to find the good functions of them.
Well, sure, and the people that own them, they can spend more time in them than we do, and it's kind of a neat thing. Where is this sun at? Is it straight up?
A locking glove box. Holy buckets, there's a lot of manuals in here. There's, heads up everybody, there's some literature for you. There's a lot of literature for you. So if we missed anything, you guys will have to read the books, because there's a couple of them. What's this? The stuff you find going through all of the glove boxes and pieces and all that good stuff up here. But it does have a locking glove box, which is nice. A decent sized center console. The shifter knob is black and red, just like the seats stitched in red. It's really pretty. The only thing they didn't stitch in red was the steering wheel, I guess. So that's all black. There's a little cubby over here. There's lots of little cubbies in this truck. 78 horsepower to 265 foot-pounds of torque. It's actually not too bad for a little mini truck. A little piece in the center console that comes out the divider for the cups. Don't know what that's all about. It's kind of fun to play with. A little bit chilly out there.
Yeah, it must be just in the right spot for the wind.
We're up on top of the hill, too.
MrTruck here, some exciting news. My book is finally out. I wrote this book with Andre Smirnoff of the Fast Lane Truck. It's the Fast Lane Truck's guide to pickup trucks. And what that means is Andre talks about all the different stats in here, the different races we did, the different tests we did, climbing up the mountain with loads, doing miles per gallon with loads, doing the track with loads, all these different things to help judge a truck and then pick about the best ones. He talks about future trucks. On my side, I talk about how to judge a used truck. Should you buy a new truck or a used truck? Should you buy a diesel or a gas truck? So all those things are in there. We talk about transmissions. We talk about trailers, how to get the trailer matched to your truck so it's a safe towing experience. So we talk about payload, how to figure that, gross combined weight rating, axle weight rating, tongue weight, all those different things. We talk about teenage safety when they learn to drive. So we're doing a lot of that in the book. And you can get this at all the independent stores like Tattered Cover. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Barnes & Noble. And it's just awesome. And if you want to look up Google, just go Truck Nuts book. Make sure you put book in there or you might be surprised. But buy the book.